All right, you guys, so for today's episode, here's what you're gonna need. I have my alcohol markers here, so you can get whatever markers, color pencils, you can even use crayons if you want to. Today I'm gonna use Shuttle Art alcohol markers. I have a little set of pastels. I pre-selected some of my markers, so this is my little sheet here that I tested out those colors. I have my pencil, my big pen, my Sharpie marker, and an eraser. And then I have this round piece because I kind of want to create a little scene. So I'm going to use this to just trace and enclose this little scene here. All right, you guys, let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to set my test sheet of paper to the side right here. You'll need one of those so that you can test out your colors. And then I don't want to use the whole page. I just want to do a cute little scene. So today I'm just going to use a wood round to trace out a little scene. So you can use a bowl if you want to, or if you have something that's a round shape, you can use something like that. So I thought today would be so cute to do a little wintry bird. So what we're gonna do, and just remember, I'm gonna show you here to keep your lines super light. So you don't wanna do heavy, heavy, heavy dark lines because that's gonna be super hard to erase. You can see that mark is still there. So I'm gonna just do really light lines, like barely touching the sheet of paper with my pencil, because then when I go to erase that, do you see how it comes right up? That's what we're gonna do. So what I'm gonna do to get my shape of the bird, I'm just gonna do a light circle just above the middle of my page, and then I'm gonna do a little chubbier circle underneath, so kind of make the little part of his head smaller, and then we're gonna make the bottom of him chubbier. So what I'm gonna do is, with a little darker line, I'm just gonna come down from this and I'm gonna combine these two together. And do you see how I'm using like little sketch lines? That's just to kind of get the shape a little bit easier while you're trying to decide how your shape is gonna be. So what I'm gonna do, now that I have my shape of my bird, I can go back and I'm just going to erase some of these extra lines because now I see how he's gonna be. Here at the crease of his neck, I'm just gonna come over with a little half circle line, and I'm gonna match that down here with another line because I want to make that look like his scarf. So what I'm gonna do is erase these outer lines and just kind of connect these with a little squiggly line. And then from here, I'm gonna come from the top of his scarf over, I'm gonna go up and down, almost like a candy cane, but without the sharp curve. And then here, I'm gonna go up and down. And then what I'm gonna do is erase these two lines, and watch what that does. It makes it look like his scarf is coming up and over. And we can connect it up here, where it's coming over and crossing over where his neck is. And we'll do a little curved line here with some little lines, so that shows that part of the scarf. And then we can also come out from here and do another little edge of his scarf where it shows the back part of the scarf. Inside the scarf, you can choose whatever you want to make that design. Sometimes I do polka dots, sometimes I do stripes. Today I might do some diamond shapes in it. So you can go ahead and draw whatever design you want in there. And here along the part that goes along his neck, we'll go through and draw these in the other direction, since that's gonna look like it's going side to side. Okay, so we have his little designs there. So for his little feet, it's super easy. You're just gonna do 2 lines. And then I like to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We don't have to make it too fussy or too complicated. Along the sides of his body, what I want you to do is do a curved line here, and we're gonna do a curved line here. That's gonna make where his wings are. And we don't have to go too far out with those. And what we're going to do is we're going to erase these outer lines, because that gives us our shape of the bird. And then we're just going to meet his little wings on either side. And you can decide whether you want to put a hat on your bird, or if you want to put, just leave him this way. I think I'm just going to make him look like he has some cute little flipped up hair on top of his head. In the middle of his face, what we're going to do is a wide diamond shape, and that's going to give us his nose. And above his nose, what we're going to do is do 2 circles for his eyes. And inside, let me move this one over a little bit. Remember when you're drawing that you're just practicing. We're always just practicing drawing. So that way you don't get too upset if it is not quite what you're looking to have done. You just kind of give yourself a break to do the drawing and not worry about it being too fussy. Okay, so inside that circle, we're going to do 2 smaller circles. I'm going to do 2 cute eyelashes on either side. And then around him, we can create a little scene. So I want it to be a little snowy. So I'm just going to create some snow around him. And then I think what I'll do here is put some bigger snowflakes in and around him. So an easy way to draw a snowflake is to draw an X and then cross a line here, cross a line here. You can make those 2 lines smaller. So it's like 2 X's inside one another. And then you can do circles on the ends of the lines, and it makes a cute little snowflake shape. So I'm going to do one over here, the smaller X inside. And then do another one here. And maybe another one here. So we're going to keep it simple today. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my little chicken in. So I like to get just a pale gray or pale blue color. And what I'm going to do, since it's snowy, I'm just going to take this pale blue color and go around my drawing here and there. I'm going to go around this part in the bottom and do my snowflakes. At this point, you can color your bird however, forgot one of the little dots. You can color your bird however you want to. He's your little bird. You can make it a girl bird if you want to. You can put trees around him. You can create whatever kind of scene you want to. It's your piece of art. What I'm going to do from here is we'll fast forward the coloring process, and then I'll show you what my little bird is going to look like when I have it done. Cue the montage. Alright, you guys, so I have him colored for the most part. I'm just gonna take a darker marker here and just do a little design in his wings. Okay, just maybe like some little swirlies in his feathers around his stomach area. He's so cute. All right, and then I have my little pastels here because what I wanted to do is just take a little light color and pastel and just add some little extra color around my little scene here. Pastels are so fun. You just do a quick swipe and then wipe with your hands, and it spreads that color around really nicely. Okay. All right, and then what I want to do with my little guy here is I just want to take my Bic pen and I'm going to outline the drawing. So I'm going to do that real quick and then we'll come back. Alright, now I'm going to get my white marker. And I'm just going to give him a little glimmer in his cute little eyes. Let's see, that didn't quite work like I thought it would. Sometimes these white markers in my studio go on hiatus a little bit. They get used so much. Let me grab a little tool real quick. Okay, I just grabbed this little Copic white. It almost looks like a little nail polish, but this is really cool. There you go. It just kind of does a little better, making that little glimmer. All right, so we're gonna call this guy, I think I'm gonna call him Charlie. Charlie the Snowbird. I'm gonna sign my little piece of art and you can sign yours at the end. So we're almost in, this is the last day of 2025, so we're almost in 2026. So tomorrow we'll be able to sign at 26. I'm kind of looking forward to that because I kind of like the shape of the 6. It's really easy to write. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna add some final little details to Charlie the Snowbird. Just gonna add a few darker lines here and there. You know I like to do that. If you guys have been watching the show, you know. Oop, forgot to do his legs. You know I like to add darker lines here and there. Charlie the Snowbird. I'd like to think that his mom just fed him very well and he's going out on a little adventure in the snow. Maybe he is waiting for his buddies to arrive any minute so they can get into some mischief. And how about we do that real quick? Watch. In the background, I'm just going to add some little additions far off in the distance. I want to make it look like there's a little swing set in the back. Maybe here we can make it look like there's a little slide. You can use your imagination of how you want it to be. So there's their little slide. So he's just waiting for his friends to arrive for a little adventure. All right, you guys. Well, here he is. Thank you for joining me today for drawing a little Charlie the Snowbird. I hope you guys had an amazing 2025 and I hope 2026 is just full of all kinds of exciting, fun, artsy things. Thank you so much for tuning in to all these new episodes of Studio Creative Kids. It's been so fun launching this new venture. I can't wait to see what 2026 is going to bring. All right, you guys, have a great day and take care.